Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while. I just woke up from a nap and I'm tired, but I am here. We are back. How are we feeling, Caleb?
I'm good. I mean, we haven't been on probably in almost 2 weeks. We had the bye week that went on, and then after that, we were gonna try and go live on Friday, prior to the Miami game. But or was it Saturday? It was Saturday morning, not
Yeah,
Friday.
Saturday
Saturday
morning.
morning, we were trying to go live before the game happened that night. Weren't able to, unfortunately. There's a situation that arose probably like 5 minutes before we were going to go live, where my girlfriend ended up getting her car stolen from outside of my place here in Tampa, like the night before, like over midnight. We went out and like when we got back, the car was still here, so it had to be like middle of the night. It sucked. Since then, the car got found on Sunday, so that's a positive. She did get her car back, but yeah, that was a fun ordeal. We're literally about to go live and start drinking with Ben on Saturday on the show, and just kind of got sidetracked there for a second.
Yeah, I'm glad you told me because I was about to get out of bed and go to Walmart and get some mimosa stuff, but I did not. I just went to Chick-fil-A instead and then ate some food and laid down and watched some really shitty 11 a.m. football and then started drinking for the Tennessee-Georgia game and then got after it.
Got after it. Hey, I mean, we ended up getting after it. I mean, after we filed a police report and called her insurance company and everything like we had to do. So it sucked, but there's no damage to the car when they found it. Cops did fingerprints and everything once they found it, and so they're gonna be on the lookout for it. The idiots left more gas in her car when they got rid of it than when they picked it up. So she got like 40 more gallons of gas or 40 more miles in gas um, after the fact. So no damage, nothing was stolen outside of from inside the vehicle. So just probably took her for a joyride, cruising around town, doing a bunch of other criminal shit. So good for them. Whatever. Hope they had a good time. Hopefully they get caught.
And what have we learned about leaving our keys in the car?
Hey, I'm not the one who did it. All right, everybody can give some shit to my girlfriend because it is a 2019 vehicle. So you guys know, like these newer cars are push to start, and they have the fobs, and they let you know. They let you know if you've left the keys in there. It, like beeps at you, and just making fun of her for that, like all day Saturday. It was like because we went out with friends and went to a hockey game, a Tampa Bay Lightning hockey game that night, and everybody was just giving it like making jokes and giving her shit about it. But she took it pretty well. But it's definitely a lesson learned.
Yes. Oh man. Well, I haven't really done much. I've just been, school, being lazy, doing job stuff, all that fun stuff. Watching football. I was gonna watch some basketball tonight, but we're blacked out.
Yeah, first game of the year, right?
Yeah, can't watch anything. I should probably pull up on my phone so I can at least look at it. I don't know, man. We might stink this year. I don't
I
have.
don't know. I think it could go one way or another. It could be really good or it could be really bad.
Well, we're up by one at the under 16 timeout.
It's early.
It is early. Duke's only up by 5 after 7 minutes. So
Yeah, who knows what's really gonna happen? To be honest with you.
correct. I don't know. We just got
Um,
the Baba Miller shit. So fucking.
yeah, I mean, there's that whole situation, right? The Bob Miller situation, and then you have, I mean, we've got some guys returning, but a lot of these guys, there's a lot going on. So I don't know. Basketball will definitely be an interesting topic of conversation this season. I feel like.
Yeah, we'll delve into that a little bit later. But for now, are we drinking anything, or what are we sipping on?
Are you going like consecutive weeks in a row now? Like this is like your fourth week in a row not drinking anything?
Are you drinking something?
Oh, I'm always drinking something. I'm drinking wine though.
Okay, well, that doesn't really count.
It does count. Wine's a higher alcohol percentage than even beer, so it does count.
I guess I'll go get a beer because I don't want to be a buzzkill.
There you go. There you go. Hey, you just woke up from a nap. There's nothing better after a nap than a nice cold beer. So you got to go through with it. What kind of beer do you have, though?
I have been on a Coors Banquet bend, and you gotta get them in the little bullet.
Hey, Good stuff. Better than a regular course, I would say.
Well, I agree. I hadn't had one forever. I tried it the other day. I was like, because I had it at Kroger, like the 4 for $5, and I was like, I'll try it. I was like, it's actually pretty good. But you got to get it in these cans because they taste so much better out of it. I don't know what it is.
I would have to say I agree, dude. It's better.
It's like you have draft beer and the pint cans, and like your bottle and your regular cans. Something about it. I don't know. It's refreshing.
Right. It is refreshing. It's good. It's a good beer. While we're talking, I forgot to mention I did something else happened with me, other than my girlfriend's car getting stolen. I got a puppy. Tally, come here. Tallulah, Tally. I don't know where
she's very well trained.
Yeah, very well trained. Now she's 3 months old. She's brand new to the Caleb Skinner household, and we love her. She's a great girl. She's got some learning to do, but she's pretty much potty trained so far. Accidents every now and again, but we'll see if she ends up coming around or whatnot. Let me see if I can grab her real quick, though.
We always love dog content. You got to go get the dog.
What are you doing? Come here.
Let us see. So,
all right. There she is. This is Tally. Say hi to the people. She's
hello.
Very happy to be here. Very happy to say hello. 3 months old, little terrier girl. Just been spayed about a little over a week ago. So we're doing good. She's doing good. She's loving life.
She's so calm.
Yeah. Her name's Tallulah, but for short we call her Tally. Of course, got to go with something related to Florida State. But this is her. I'm gonna go let her get back to her bone that has a treat trapped in it, because that's what she was going after just now.
So calm for a puppy. I love it.
Huh?
So calm for a puppy.
Oh yeah, she's very calm. Unless like during the day when I'm working, she'll kind of like annoy me a little bit just because she's bored and she's got a lot of energy to get rid of. But in the mornings I take her outside for a long walk. At lunchtime I take her for a long walk and try and play with her as well. So she's not just sitting around here. And I've got a nice little corridor where I can throw toys and stuff whenever she's bored here during the day when I'm working. So that's my baby girl. Got a new puppy. Really excited about her. So things are looking good, no matter even if there's a stolen car in the household or not.
I can't wait to get a dog, but it's kind of have to be to when I get a house and stuff, because I don't really want to like trap a dog in an apartment.
Oh yeah, I mean, I live in a home, so it's a little.
At least the dog's like I want a German Shepherd, and that's just not going to work in that apartment. But anywho, let me get the first sip of beer out of the way. It's always the worst.
I think it's probably the best.
Well, it's kind of warm because I picked it up and it wasn't in the freezer section.
Oh,
so
you just got it from like in the aisle.
Yeah, I probably should have got the cold Miller that I had in there, but
we'll be. It happens.
It does happen.
Drop some ice cubes in there.
We'll be all right. Yeah, just don't let it get too cold or too hot. So, holy shit. Did you watch the game or were you at a hockey game?
I was at the hockey game, but I just rewatched.
You're such a dweeb.
Dude, look, I didn't like my girlfriend bought these tickets for me for my birthday. Like that, like we're like literally 4 rows up from the glass, right next to the box where the players sit and are and everything. So like I knew we were gonna smoke Miami, so it like really
I didn't. I was shitting my bricks all week.
Why, dude? Tyler Van Dyke was not healthy. I told you this. Like everything was gonna be fine.
I know, but you know how these games go. Sometimes,
yeah, I know, but like we're a different team now. Like I had no problem going to this hockey game and being like, yeah, I'm completely okay with missing Florida State versus Miami game. I have every game recorded, and I always go back and watch them anyways, even if I do watch it from the get-go. So I don't know. I've just been watching it, periodically. I've tried to watch it 3 times and fallen asleep 3 times that I've tried to watch it. So like throughout work today, I finally was able to like watch it, and dude, I am pleasantly pleased. It looked like we just wanted to make Miami quit and run them out of their own fucking building, and that's pretty much what happened. And I'm super stoked at the way that everybody played. Jordan had a great game or a good game. I wouldn't say it was a great game. I mean, he threw for just over 200 yards.
We only threw the ball.
Very super efficient in it. Super efficient in it, and we ran the ball like some motherfuckers. Defense was amazing. Probably the best performance that Adam Fuller has had as a Florida State defensive coordinator. Shouts out to him. We're going to retain him. I think he's going to stay a Florida State Seminole as our defensive coordinator. Probably secured his job, even though he, pretty much beat trash on offense, like whatever. But great job all around. Special teams even did a great job. Fitzgerald, perfect night. Mastromano pinning Miami deep in their own territory. We were hitting on all cylinders in all aspects of the game.
We were focused.
It was beautiful, honestly, like watching it. The guys came out there ready to play, ultimately.
Yeah, dude, that first drive when I thought we were about to go 3 and out, and then we got the pass interference, I was like, oh, shit, here we go. But then we turned it up a little bit. I was like, after it was 1st and 5, I was like, I took a deep shot here. Coach listened to me. We took a deep shot. It was a perfect ball, dude.
Yeah, I mean, and Ontario Wilson, right? Like, I feel like he just disappears, and then every big game, it's just like the dude just goes off and like makes an amazing play. Like,
it's because
that kid lives for the big fucking moments. Like,
it's in my fantasy leagues. I flip flop with Pokey and Johnny, and whenever I start Johnny, he has a stinker and Pokey goes off. Whenever I start Pokey, he has a stinker and Johnny goes off.
Well, now you got to start Pokey in the big games and start Johnny in the not so big games.
Yeah, I guess. Now it's time to worry about Florida for 3 straight weeks. But
yeah, I mean, even though they did what they did to A&M, you got to realize like A&M was without.
I wasn't worried about. I wasn't impressed with A&M. I was more impressed by the Georgia game. They put together a couple good drives, but I think overall, I think Georgia dominated them. But they had a couple good drives, which scares me a little bit. But that's not what we're here to talk about.
Like my shirt?
I do. I remember when he got here, I said if he went 9-3 his first year, I'd get cornrows. I never got cornrows because we went 6.
Oh, man. Dude, what a hell of a job. I remember I listening to, was it McElroy who was calling?
Dude, he was pissing me off. He was like, they got bailed out a couple times on the first drive, and ESPN would show the replays. And it was just
but he was giving so much props to Mike. He was saying that Kevin Steele was giving him props, which Kevin Steele is now Miami's defensive coordinator, a la ex-A&M. But Kevin Steele was saying, you really don't know what Florida State is going to do on offense. You can
watch film on them all year, and they can come out with something different.
Because you can't, he's like, you can't really scheme them up because it's a different scheme every single week. You don't know what they're going to run. And he's like, once they find something, they abuse you with it. Like they just literally keep running that same play, which is what we did, right? How many, I think I saw somewhere we had 70 total plays and 30 on offense, and 32 of those 70 plays were counter runs. How insane is that? That is insane to me. How
works.
Almost half of your offensive plays are just counter runs.
Did you see how stupid Mario sounded today? He was talking about, he was like, yeah, Trey Benson, that was one of our guys over at Oregon. That just shows you the playmakers that we like. I mean, you ranked him 6 times in the career.
Dude, he had 22 yards when he was at Oregon. 22. I think, was it Kurt Weiler who quote tweeted Dustin's tweet maybe? And was like, he was like, Trey had 22 yards when he was at Oregon before the knee injury, obviously. And he's like, it's a 2,777% increase from his time at Oregon to this year at Florida State for him running 611 yards. And he's just balling out, dude. It's great for him. Love seeing Trey just ball out. It's great. I mean, our running backs, how do you stop any of them? I feel like Toa Philly's kind of taken off too, or taken off himself, because I feel like nobody can tackle him because he's just a slithery guy. Like, he's not going to run you over, but there's so many times I was like, oh, Toa Philly's about to just get popped running through this hole real quick. And then he just like skirts and then just goes right like by the guy. And I'm like, how did he do that? I mean, he's the shifty guy, or not even shifty. He's just smooth.
He's like me when I played backyard football. I get so sweaty. I just slip out of people's tackles. It was great. I called myself the slug.
I think Till Philly's just smooth, and then you got your power guy in Benson, who's super quick too, who's an outside zone runner, obviously, and then Ward is your shifty, Devontae Freeman type guy. Didn't see Ward at all, even though he was like 100% to go, 100% to go. I mean, in pads, but big games overall on offense. 8.5 average from Trey, 2 touchdowns. That's 2 consecutive games where he's gone over 110 or 115 yards back to back. Leads the team in rushing with 611 yards. Only needs 389 more. With 3 games left to reach the 1,000-yard mark for the season. Just in the regular season, he's obviously he has 4 games left because we did become bowl eligible, Ben.
We did.
This game.
It did. It was a nice little thing. I need one more win just to guarantee we don't go below 500.
Yeah, I mean, so we'll talk about that here in a second. But outside of what the offense was able to do, I didn't realize till Philly led us in receiving yards, but holy shit. Dude,
DJ Lundy.
He's an animal.
DJ Lundy's scoring a touchdown on 33% of plays he plays on offense.
Really? Is that
he's got the ball 10 times and he scored on 3 of them. I don't know. There is a stat like that out there.
That's pretty nuts.
So I think we just give DJ the ball every time, and we're gonna score one.
He played that so well though, for like a linebacker being made aware that he's got to sell this block a little bit and then get off that block. That shows some instincts there. I mean, didn't he used to play running back in high school though, or something?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so that might be where that comes from, but that was awesome. Looking at the defensive side of the ball, man, shout out AZ getting his first touchdown or first interception of the year of his career, actually. Oh, back to offense real quick. Thank God Cam McDonald finally got in the end zone. I know it was late, but Buck finally happy for him to finally get in the end zone.
I love that we went for it on 4th and 3.
Oh, dude,
38. And we threw it. We know Travis only threw the ball 13 times that game.
12,
my bad. Altmaier threw, or not Altmaier. Who's our backup, man? Rodmaker. He threw it 4 times. We threw it 16 times.
The whole game.
And we beat them 45-3. I was so I was watching that. And like we started getting conservative on defense the second string when we were up 31-3. And I was just over there bitching on the couch. And then I was kind of like, if I'm complaining up 31-3,
we're up 31-3 at halftime. Like
listen, I wanted to win by more.
You could watch that whole second half and be comfortable being like, I know we're still gonna win this game.
Oh, I know.
Miami's not good. TVD was out at that point. He was not coming back in the game.
He shouldn't have played at all. That was bullshit.
Jake Garcia is
bad.
Trash. And the kid that they have coming in Mario just burned his red shirt. So, like, he can't even, this kid has no live playing action in a college football game up until this point, really. So, what are they really going to do against our defense, who we have talent all over the fucking field? You aren't going to do anything. And, I mean, it shows. They were only able to score 3 points the whole entire game. That is a great thing for us moving forward. Like I said, AZ got his first career interception. Greedy got his second of the season in that first half. I think Jared Verse recovered a fumble.
He did. It was that snap. They were going to score a touchdown because it was our second team defense, and they got 7-10. We put our first team in, and their center just launched it. And I was like, okay, I'll take that.
Yep, there you go. Easy pick up there. Overall, defense looks way better ahead than.
It's nice being healthy. It's nice being healthy.
What happens when we're fully healthy, right? Lovett's back. Everybody's really good to go. Verse, I wouldn't say Verse is necessarily 100%, but he's damn close to being 100%. Came away with a sack and that fumble recovery, so he did well himself.
That tackle for a loss by Jamie had me hyped up.
Mike went on record and said it's going to be something that's, not a defining moment, but it's going to be a play that's remembered in Florida State Miami lore, for a while. And I don't know if he's right, but I don't know if he's wrong either, because it was just the disrespect that Jamie had for that.
He just picked him up and just threw him.
Bro, he didn't throw him. he tossed him once, and then he didn't go down. And he was like, "All right, fuck it, I'm gonna do it again." And he just did it again. He just threw him right back down. I was like, Jamie, you don't have to do that. And he didn't even try. He was like standing fully straight up, and he was just like, I'm gonna just sling you to the ground like you're a rag doll, and I don't have any disrespect for you, or I don't have any respect for you at all." So that was awesome. I loved the game as a whole. It's hard to talk about. Like everything was so well rounded that it's hard to like really pick out anything that we should be improving on, because
I liked when I think one of my favorite parts of the game was when we were up. I think it was 38-3, and Deuce Spann was in there, and you just see Mike on the sideline and lay it into. It was like, don't do that.
Yeah,
shit.
I haven't got to see that part yet. So what was going on? Logan was here in Tampa, friend of the show, friend of mine personally. Logan Robinson, who runs No Game Days, the founder of that, as well as Bucks Game Day. He was down in Tampa when we were working the Bucks game yesterday, and I was asking him about it. And what he was saying was just like, Span was like about to gonna fight a Miami player or something. I don't really know.
I didn't see it because I was pretty drunk at that point. The beers had been flowing, but like I saw it on the sideline. I was like, I love it, but I didn't see what happened. Have you seen the clip of it at least?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the clip, but I wanted to know like the backstory.
I don't know the backstory. I'm assuming, I guess they got a little chippy.
Yeah, something got a little chippy. I mean, eventually what happened is I know Span, got a 15-yard penalty thrown on him, and he might have just been frustrated because he didn't think he deserved it, and that's what kind of Logan was explaining to me, was that he probably didn't think he deserved it because it was kind of just like a retaliation type deal, or he's just pissed off or something. And kind of odd to see Deuce do that though, because from what we've heard about Deuce Spann, right, is he's a very low-key guy, he's not about the hoop and hollering. He's not really one of those guys that like gets in somebody's face and talks a lot of shit or anything like that. And he's kind of one of those guys that kind of sits back and relaxes, lets the game kind of play out and come to him. And then that happened, and I was like, shit, what the hell? But apparently somebody got underneath his skin and he flipped the shit. But let's talk about the real story behind that, is the reaction to Mike. Because I saw some people on Twitter being like, why the fuck is Mike Norvell getting up in a kid's face like that? But I agree with the majority of everybody else, and the fact that I think that's great coaching.
And he did it. He didn't like lose his shit on him. He
didn't grab a face mask.
He did it in a calm.
Yeah.
He did it in a calm and respectful way, but like a stern way. He's like, and then he went back when he kept getting mad. He went back and calmed him down some more. He's like, listen, I know you're frustrated. Don't do that shit. I was like, I love it. I love it.
Yeah. And I mean, I think the majority of folks and people are in agreement with what Mike did. Like
they're recruits that are liking Logan.
Did you see how many like former players came to Mike's defense and saying, well, I mean, Jermaine was obviously the big one because it's the most recent. But I mean, there's some guys that from his time at Memphis that aren't, bigger names, but still on like maybe practice squads or something in the NFL that came out and were like, if you guys don't know Coach Mike Norvell, he's going to do the best for you that he can do. And if you can accept that and move on and be able to take that coaching, then that's on you. He was like, I can't appreciate Coach Norvell enough. I wouldn't be in the situation and spot that I am without him. And that's like coming from like somebody who like is not a big name that not a lot of people know. So like that goes a long ways. And then you see like Jermaine Johnson coming out and saying something like that as well. It's great stuff. And I mean, Mike's going to coach the way Mike is going to coach. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't, I
don't know why anyone would be mad about that. I don't know. But I saw a bunch of like recruits that were liking like Logan's tweet about that too. Like,
his tweet blew up.
Everyone important seems to think that it was a great coaching thing, and the irrelevant people don't like it. If you want to update on the basketball game, we're down 27-15. We suck.
Ooh. But we did this like 2 or 3 years ago. No, probably longer than that. Like
we're 18-point favorites at home against Stetson.
Like 4 years ago, we beat like Fordham by like 1 point in the opening game. Like 1 point. And there's no way we should beat Fordham by 1 point in the opening game. That's when we had like Devin Vassell, Trent Ford, like that's that year. It was probably 2020. Maybe a little bit before that. But that year we beat Fordham by 1 to open the season, and we were down by like 12 in the first half. So I wouldn't think too much into it. They're probably just hitting shots like teams.
They're 8 for 18 from 3.
Which is what teams usually do against us, right?
Well, when.
So.
Yeah, one kid's 5 from 6 from 3.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what normally happens. Teams usually shoot lights out against us. They're going to figure it out.
It's a trend that's usually a problem. But.
Yeah. They're going to figure it out, though.
I just don't. I have no expectations from the team this year, so I don't really care. Or you go, baby.
Fuck off. You're on an FSU podcast. You can't fucking say that.
I'll say whatever.
But yeah, I think ultimately that, I guess, blow up on the sidelines or whatever you want to fucking call it is probably a good thing, not a bad thing. And it should be considered that as good coaching and not as just, a coach losing a player or the locker room or anything of that nature, because that's not what it is. This isn't Jimbo 2017, whenever the fuck he had to fucking do all that shit, which he's about to. But I'm liking where we're at. I think we're going to have to hit the portal hard again this upcoming season. One question I got for you now.
I'm listening.
What do you make of the Sam McCall shit that went on earlier this morning? Don't care.
I just don't care.
Don't care. I was like, I think the punt return game or the kick return game got a little bit better.
I'm like, we're 6-3. We're on the right path. One DB is not going to change the program.
Do you think it's playing time?
I just don't think he's wanted to be here since Travis Hunter dipped. I don't think he ever wanted to be here.
I don't know. You think like one player can sway another player like that?
I think so. I mean, I know Travis had played a big part in his recruitment, but like, if you want to be here, great. If you don't, I wish you the best. Like, we're fine at DB as long as we get a new DB coach. Like,
I mean, I don't mind.
No, come on, man.
Wilson's not bad.
It's just not.
He's a recruiter,
and he's not recruiting.
He's not, but he gets transfers, and he turns transfers up. I mean, look what Coop and Jesus.
I just think we are too talented to be as bad as we are.
Look where Jarian's done. He's come such a long ways.
I'm asleep.
I mean, Seven had a good game against Miami, dude.
I mentally don't watch him when he plays.
He had a good game against Miami, dude. He had a good one, so I can't really press him for that anymore.
I don't know. We can upgrade there, but we
can obviously upgrade there, but it I think it's just going to take a little bit more time. What are you getting into?
But I don't really need, like, that was just a fun game to watch. I don't really know what else to talk about in the Miami game. We just kicked their ass. Oh, my buddy was texting me. He wanted me to come out to the bar and watch the end of the Auburn game. He's like, dude, you're up 28. Come on, stop being lame. I'm like, I watched us get our ass kicked by 42 2 years ago. I'm waiting until this shit hits 0.
What I love though is that like everybody on the team cares for one another, no matter if they're a backup or not. Like you see Sidney Williams running down the sideline when Trey takes off for a 42-yard run in the first quarter. Like Sidney got his spot taken. Like Sidney was a guy that was coming in probably this season to be a starter after getting a lot of playing time last year, and is now just kind of a special teams guy. And he's just running down the field like on the sidelines with Trey, just like super pumped for him. And I love the culture. It's changed so much.
It has.
It's a 180, maybe even a 360 from where we were 2-3 years ago. It's insane where we're at right now. And I'm excited, but let's look ahead to the Syracuse game. What are we looking at there? You think we're going to get Schrader or are we not?
No. I feel like some people are saying he's out for the year.
Really? I didn't see what happened, so
I didn't see what happened either. I don't really think it matters either because they are a fraudulent team with or without Schrader.
I mean, he just provides a different level to that offense. If we're being honest, like,
yeah,
he makes plays happen himself.
That's fair. Yeah, his legs are a big factor, but I mean, the dome is always difficult. It's 34-16 now. Wow.
It's what?
34-16.
Them?
Yeah.
Oh wow. How much time is
7 minutes in the first half. So
Oh, that's so much time.
yeah, we'll see. We're not made to play from behind.
Yeah,
but
my group chat is losing their shit right now.
I mean, I would have told you to take Stetson plus 18. That was free.
I don't know. I usually like us the first game of the year, but
Anyways, I don't know. Syracuse is pretty bad against the run, and without Schrader, they're pretty one dimensional. They just have Sean Tucker, and with Fabo healthy, I'm not worried at all. We played some pretty good ground and pound attacks, and even with Schrader healthy, we played some better quarterbacks, especially with legs like Jaden Daniels, Malik Cunningham.
I agree. I think they're a little bit more versatile than Schrader. So even if he does play, I don't expect him to be 100%, at all. Kind of similar to what TVDs was able to do, probably a little bit even less. It didn't, from what I was able to hear from people, it didn't look good with Schrader. So we'll see if that happens, if he ends up playing. If he doesn't play, I think we probably dog walk them pretty easily in this game, which bodes well because they do have a winning record, and you can't really dog us for their quarterback getting hurt just because of that. So
I don't know. The Dome at night's always a win.
They've got a better record than us right now. We'll take this W, even though their quarterback's hurt. And
we're both 6-3.
Yeah. Well, conference wise.
Oh, conference wise, yeah. I don't care how we get the job done. Just win. Like TCU, they're gonna be top 4 next week, and they played like 4 backup quarterbacks. Doesn't matter how you win, just win.
Yeah, just win. That's all you got to do. And we should win this game. I mean, it's in the Dome. Whatever. Dome doesn't scare me. We usually
scares me. I'll tell you that. It scares me.
We usually play well there, so I don't have a problem. Going.
I think Mike's gonna. I heard we had a good practice on Sunday, so I think the intensity is up. We're not gonna have a hangover game.
Hopefully. I think we've kind of hit that rhythm after the those 3 games and gained confidence from that Georgia Tech game, and then coming in after that, coming into Miami, whooping their ass. The confidence level is so high that everything is just picking up. Practice is picking up, speed level is picking up, everything is picking up. Intensity level is picked up as well, that we're hitting that stride at the right point. Would it have been nice to hit it during that 3-game stretch where we lost 3? Yeah, it would have been fucking amazing. But I mean, to end the season, if we go undefeated and win out ever since that last loss to Clemson, that would be absolutely huge. You beat 2 rivals, which are the 2 big ones in state that you need to go against and you need to beat every single year in and out. That is huge for recruiting. I mean, look what this last game probably did. Huge. So, I mean, beating Syracuse is huge, and lucky for us, Schrader most likely won't be playing. So that'll be a huge thing. Even though we were able to beat them last year with him at quarterback, he still ran all over us. I mean, he had himself a fucking game. But I think, at the end of the day, I still think we're a better team than Syracuse. I think there's kind of a fluke at the beginning of the year for them to
they had a terrible schedule. Yeah, they were never good. They played Clemson well. I'll give them that. I was like, okay, yeah. But aside from that, they just haven't been a good team.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to come back to their mean, right? Which is they're going to come back to the Syracuse's mean, which is right now probably sitting around 500. And that's probably they might not end the season. They might end the season like 1 game over 500, but there's so much hype around them. I didn't really understand it to begin with, but I mean, I guess Thomas Schrader can do that for you, but why can't Jordan Travis doing the same thing in the same amount of games, if not more, besides run the football, do that for you? Whatever. Same thing, like LSU is so highly ranked and we're not.
It's a good win.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but LSU was ranked like way higher,
Yeah, but we lost 3 straight.
They were actually ranked before they played Bama. So
they lost 3 straight, or they started winning. We lost 3 straight, so I get it.
I get it, but I don't get it at the same time. I think the AP is so fucked. But
we should be ranked tomorrow. That'll be interesting. I hope so.
Well, I mean, what are you talking about? Us?
The college football playoff committee, yeah.
Oh, the playoff committee. Oh, I was looking at AP. But yeah, we're ranked 25th in the AP, but we should be ranked come college football. I think we'll probably be ranked higher in the college football playoff committee's eyes. Maybe. We'll see. Is that tomorrow? At what time?
Yeah, tomorrow, I think 7 Eastern, 6
Oh.
Eastern, something like that.
But yeah, I think we'll probably, if we're talking about Syracuse game, I don't think they have anything on us really that I don't think they outperform us or overmatch us at any position. To be honest with you, even if Schrader plays, I still think we're the better team across the board. I don't really have anything much else to say about that. Syracuse is going to be Syracuse, and they're not going to be good without Thomas Schrader as their quarterback.
Yeah, I agree. I think we should win that one pretty comfortably. Did you get my message?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna do we'll get the picks out later in the week because I know Tom's isn't here. I didn't give anyone.
Yeah, I mean, we could even hop on for like a little show on Saturday or something.
Yeah, let's try to do a Saturday morning one. So we can
Yeah, we haven't done one this season or this year yet, so I'd be down for that.
All right. Tell your girlfriend to make sure she brings her keys in this time.
I will
Right.
make sure that she does that.
All right. Well, that's all we got for today. Quick little show. We'll keep you updated on Twitter and stuff. So see y'all next time. Appreciate it.